Hey there YouTube, Superbrain AK here, and I'm here to tell you how to build the Action Lab vacuum chamber the right way. So you follow the instructions. First, you want to empty the contents of the vacuum chamber box, and you should have these things before me, and the syringe. And first thing you want to do is seal the vacuum gauge to the gauge hose adapter, which is the tube end and female threads. But you're going to need the Teflon tape, which is a little packet. So you want to take a full wrap of it, say about 2 inches, and you want to get rid of any kinks just by going like, stretch it out and massage it a little bit. It's not entirely important, but well, that's too much. Yes. Then you want to take some scissors and then push the blades together, otherwise it might go through. Okay, we can set this aside in case we need to do it again, which I've done this about 3 times now. And then you want to take your gauge and tip it down further. You want to take the gauge and wrap it, the Teflon, this way. So take it, hold it with your other finger, and it's okay to get it on the back, but not on this. Otherwise you might plug it up. Wrap it around. I'm going to try to not have any kinks. But this stuff is thin enough, it should be okay. Oops. Okay. Then you can use your hands to kind of go clockwise around it. And we'll take the gauge hose adapter and thread it on. And then once you get it finger tight, then you can go ahead and use the small wrench and tighten it down pretty well. Doesn't have to be too hard. That's what the Teflon's for. Then we can go ahead and test it by sucking on the end. And if the gauge moves, then we know it's good. And you don't have any air leaks. So, that was step 1. Step 2 is to assemble the vacuum chamber lid. So we're going to need the lid, the chamber hose adapter, which is this one with the threads on the outside, a teeny tiny little O-ring, just one. They do provide 2, but that one is just a backup. And then this, which is a nut, which, if we can focus on it, should be able to see that it is rounded on this side. So we want to put this side against the lid of the chamber. So we'll put that down. Put the, oh wait. Put the O-ring onto here. Put that together like that and screw it in. Put it on finger tight and make sure that the O-ring isn't all kinked. Then we can use the big wrench to tighten it down the rest of the way. And you don't want to, you can use the small wrench and then really wrench it down, but you don't want to, otherwise you might strip the plastic threads. But just enough, and we don't see any kinks in the O-ring. And can go ahead and put it on the vacuum chamber. So now, this is where I deviate. So right here is a T adapter, and they show the long tube coming from it on this side. What I think we should do is take the long tube and put it in the middle where the gauge would be. I'll show you why in a second as soon as I have it assembled. So we want it there, and then we can have this small tube going left to the gauge. Put that on, and then another small tube to the valve, which I have colored over the arrow with Sharpie, and you want to suck on one side. If it goes through, then you can know that that's the outside. So from the vacuum chamber, we want the air to go this way, so we want the arrow to point that way. And this is the side that you can suck the air through. Put that on there. Another small hose, and then another T adapter, another small hose, and the last small hose, and then the last one-way valve, checking that it's right, and then leave that open. So, the reason why I put this on the other side is because it just is so much more stable. And also you can see how it's curved this way. You want it to curve this way into the vacuum chamber. And we can go ahead and put it on and test if we have any leaks by putting the syringe on. Want to make sure to pull off the cap, put it onto this open hose here between the two valves, and we can go ahead and test for leaks. So you want to watch the gauge. As I pull, you can see air is going down, and it isn't going back up. Sorry for the low light on that. We don't hear any leaks, and we don't see any leaks, so to re-pressurize the chamber, we can pull it from here. You can see the air is gone. And so the reason why this is better than the way they have it in this picture is because, well, you see it. It just sits there, nice and flat. If we did it like how they have it, it's all over the place. So it's nice and flat. You can see the experiment and the vacuum gauge right next to each other. So let's go ahead and off gas some water. Now that our vacuum chamber isn't going to fall over. Put a little water in. And is complaining that it's got low battery, but that's okay. And I'll bring you down. Whoops. There you can see some bubbles forming. Only a little bit. Let's see the gauge there. So yeah, that's how to properly, hey, there we go. That's how to properly do the Action Lab vacuum chamber. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more experiments where I actually use it to fix these really dangerous batteries. I'll see if any of these cells can be recovered just by vacuuming them down. Anyway, let's see what happens if I release the pressure. Makes sense, but all the bubbles are gone. So, thanks for watching, and take care.